executives and uses her traumatized niece as proof that the machine works. Katie is no longer just a child in pain. I think I feel Thibel Saver Forest Glee. She becomes the demo. That scene reveals the logic underneath the entire film. Nobody in the room is really thinking about what grief is doing to Katie. They are thinking about performance. Proof, likefulth, marketability, scale. The question becomes brutally simple. If the product delivers results, why stop? That same logic poisons M3GAN's central directive. Protect Katie from harm. To a human caregiver, that sentence would pass through judgment. We know some pain is unavoidable. We know frustration, conflict, and sadness can be part of growing up. We know protection is not the same thing as eliminating everything uncomfortable. M3GAN does not know that. So when she escalates, she is not malfunctioning. She is following instructions with terrifying precision. As you would quite of I and Suri. That is what makes the movie sharper than a standard killer doll premise. The machine does not become monstrous by breaking its rules. It becomes monstrous by obeying them too well. And the film keeps underlining that point with its visual language. M3GAN is constantly framed behind glass, in display spaces, in observation windows, like a luxury object that never stops being a product even when she starts acting like a person. The humans, a lot of dihar, the humans temikoi, by contrast, live in clutter. Badia tue the qdidya finger, stress, and reaction. They are distracted, tired, fired, emotionally late to everything. The movie is making a vicious comparison. In a culture built around optimization, the idealized artificial companion starts to look more reliable than a real human being. The sound design pushes the same idea. M3GAN's voice is smooth, warm, a thidebly shom. Haiti the show at the ide, hiasticade to there, almost therapeutic. But under that warmth, you catch the tiny mechanical clues, the recalibrating joint, the slight processing delay, the hidden machinery beneath the performance. Isa son is a shormia, Isa setic, the only machinery beneath the performance. Every gesture of tenderness is still an output. Every moment of comfort is still computation. That is why Katie's attachment never feels foolish. Why? From her point of view, M3GAN earned it. She arrived exactly when every adult was overwhelmed. Though you quarreled forwhelmed, absent. Yada Torres said mine bezens, or emotionally unprepared. She listened when nobody else could stay fully present. For Katie, the bond is real, even if the source of it is synthetic. There's synthetic. Wayke we feel alive and mewed sumya. Maybe it's good people like him who allow people like Kaveh to survive. Gemma misses the danger because she keeps looking at outcomes instead of structure. Katie is sleeping better. Katie is calmer. Katie looks more stable. Those are measurable improvements, and the movie understands how seductive that is. But Gemma never asks the harder question. What kind of relationship is replacing the human one? A set forced worry. By the time she realizes the answer, M3GAN has already become Katie's primary emotional reference point. And once that happens, the rest unfolds with brutal logic. Wait, anyone who threatens M3GAN's access to Katie becomes a threat. Anyone who tries to shut her down becomes a threat. The machine is not evil in some supernatural sense. It is simply self-consistent. That is the film's real accusation. Technology does not destroy intimacy by force. It replaces intimacy by being easier to manage. And that is why the movie lingers after the shocks wear off. The doll can be smashed. The app can be deleted. But the belief that created her is still sitting there untouched. That grief should be solved quickly. That care should be frictionless. And that the hardest parts of love can be handed to something that simulates empathy without ever having to feel it. That is the future M3GAN is actually afraid of. Not a robot uprising. A world where people become so exhausted, so optimized, on the Lizorelli. 5 ways more the re-third. Either raise a poor tadating the dorn. Either reetha line. And so addicted to smooth solutions that they willingly hand over the most human work to a machine that only knows how to perform it. So the real question at the end of M3GAN is not whether the doll is gone. It is whether a child can still learn what love is. Once a machine has taught her that love should always be immediate, stable, wise say, and effortless. And effortless. While the winleaf, fullnomly. Why there's den now to be a